All right, guys, so you'll hear some dogs in the background. I got the door closed, but so this is the mirror in here, and we used Mod Podge right here. Mod Podge dries clear. As you can tell, it's getting clearer and clearer. When it's completely dry, it'll be clear. We also put the back windows in. They will be dry as well, clear. And if you remember, or if you saw, I made a big mistake. The silver paint gun, or silver paint pen, it blew up here. So we had to tape this off and repaint this area. So we have that going on. We've completed the dashboard, put in the decal, which tore, but it's not that bad. Painted the radios and all the knobs, everything, put this together here. And we painted the bottom of the oil pan and glued the wheels on. We'll let them get pretty stiff here before we put the tires and the front of the wheel on. So right now we're just in a holding pattern. We're almost done. I think the car's coming out really, really cool. I'm loving the tan inside and the green outside for Ma Bell. This does have a telephone here and a squirrel that came with it. Squirrel's over there, but it has a little baby telephone. So we're gonna paint that actually probably gray. So that's where we're at. Sorry for the dogs in the background. We have 4 dogs, neighbor has 2 dogs, and everybody's outside. So anyway, we're almost done with the Nova Station Wagon. We are going to use the telephone repair decals on this. And the only thing I wish is it had a top of an engine. It doesn't, and it doesn't show the top of an engine anywhere, but it's got a hood that opens up, so I'm not really understanding that. We could put an engine in there. I've got plenty of spare engines that we could put in here, but we're just not going to do it. We're going to build it from the box like we usually do. I have a second one of these kits, and maybe we'll later on down the road we'll do one where we put an engine in from another kit. But for right now, we're just going to build it out of the box. Got the tires on here. I had to use what's called a tire, which is a vice press. It's a model vice press here. This here, it's plastic on both ends, and it has a release here. In order to get those tires on there, I also had to soak them in hot water because the wheels are just too tight. Now, if you don't have a craft vice or craft press, you can use a press for the kitchen. So you could put the tires here and then you just squeeze them until they pop into place. So now these are drying right here. So we're gonna let those dry. We've got the windows and all drying in here. We have the phone painted white, and we went ahead and used a red Sharpie to outline the Chevy insignia on the grill. And I just use a silver Sharpie in where the headlight lenses are going to be because it dulls down the chrome. So right now we're just in a holding pattern, but we're getting towards the end, and we'll see you shortly after everything dries. As you can see, the glass is pretty much done, but see how I told you it was going to be clear? So it's absolutely clear. And then we put the telephone on the seat, on the interior. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to use the Mod Podge because it dries clear, And we're going to put Mod Podge everywhere where this goes in, except where this tab is. This tab, I'm going to actually use testers. So we're going to put some testers here, right there. And that's the really strong glue. So we put the testers right where the tab's going to go. And then we're taking this Mod Podge and we're just going to run this all the way around the edge where the rest of the interior is going to sit. And then we're going to put it in upside down and we're just going to leave it there. But the reason we're putting the Mod Podge is because this way we can bring the interior all the way up to the windowsill and that glue will disappear. If we use the testers, sometimes the testers will discolor or fog the glass or clear plastic. So we're just going to use this, put that there like that. Take this one here, flip it upside down, stick it in there, and then push it all the way in. So this should be perfect. Now, when we put this on, we can flip this over here, and this has pins in it because it is a curbside model. So you can see the pins right here, and those pins are going to fit right in the holes that are there. And leaving it upside down like this, we can push this in, and I believe in the back here, if I pop this, actually maybe we have to push this in the back first. Let's see, let's pull it out of its pins up front. We'll pull it straight out of the pins, and this will go in there. This can go right in there where the bumper goes, probably. And then the pins, this should come up forward a little and go into the pinholes right there. All right, and then that is going to be the car. So, actually, no, those tabs, I think I have to cut those tabs off, actually. Looking at them, that's probably what we're going to have to do, is cut those tabs off, because the holes for those tabs aren't there anymore. All right, so this is why we test fit stuff without glue, because those two tabs there, they are not fitting where, oh, maybe they do. Okay, so then that goes in like that. And then these tabs, okay, so there's one tab in there. All right. So, and the holes for up front, why are they not fitting? So this needs to go back. They should fit in where the bumper goes there. And then, all right, there we go. Okay, now it's in. So there we are. So those tabs are going to fit in this hole right here where the back bumper also goes in. We don't have the lights or anything in yet. But the nice thing is this does have these supports right there. So I guess that's it right there. Let's put the hood on, see what that looks like. Okay, well, we're going to let this dry now like this for a while. And when we come back next time, we'll put the grill in, we'll put the lights in the grill, and we'll put the tail lights, these two little tail lights, into the tail light chrome pieces here that go in there. And yeah, that's what we will have. We should be done at that point. All right, guys, so we'll be back. All right, guys. So the build is complete. So here is our AMT 1963 Chevy 2 Nova with the build is done. And it's a real easy build. Not a lot of parts. 1/25th scale. Now the funny thing is, I said, is if we take the hood off, and let me take the hood off here. There we go. There is no engine in the engine compartment. It does have the bottom part of an engine there. So that's our bottom, but there's no engine there. So didn't really detail the engine compartment at all. But as far as a curbside model, which this is, it came out, couldn't ask for better. If you look at the wheels, that's why we use the panel line accent. So if you're looking at the wheels, and then we look at the wheels on the box here, you can see that those panel line accent, it really does bring out the wheels. It brings out the grille. We have the mirror on there. We have the telephone in there, if you can see it. See it through the front windshield too. We're going to do this as the telephone repair. Yeah, you really can't see there. The light doesn't shine in as good as it does right there. We're going to do this as a telephone repair vehicle from 1963. There's the back end with the lights in there. And there's really no way to mess this up. It goes together. It has pins. It's like an old school build, so it has pins in the front. It's got slots in the back where everything fits. So it really does fit nice. It looks really, really cool. It's such a period piece for the early 60s. So looking at our decal sheet here, we're going to do the telephone repair sheet here. We are going to do the bill ringers, and then we'll put the tone back in your phone. So we're going to do those. And then we do have the Chevrolet. We have the Chevy and the Chevy 2 insignias here we can put on here. I did paint using the paint pen. I did highlight them already. So maybe we'll just put those right here, right there. And you notice we used the exploding silver paint marker that we got from Hobby Lobby. And then we used the Sharpie, and the Sharpie we did the orange turn signals there and in the front. So this is done now. The only thing we have to add, and we will add, is this comes with a squirrel figure. I don't know why, it just does. And I think we're going to end up gluing the squirrel, which I've highlighted and detailed. So we're going to put Mr. Squirrel, well, we're going to put him right there. But we're going to finish the decals first, and then we're going to use our Pledge Revive It floor gloss on the car, and then we'll put the squirrel on, and then it'll be done. So when we come back, we will be complete, and you will see the full build with decals. And I just think it was a really easy, God, what a great starter model if you've never built one. It's AMT, and it's the curb size Craftsman Plus series, and it just, to me, just came out. It couldn't have came out any better. So it's a great build, great start. Excuse me. It's a great build, a great first model to build. If you're just getting into model building, the curbside ones are easy because you don't build any kind of an engine or anything. So we'll be right back with the finished product. Going to finish the car. It's finished being built. It's got its decals on. It's dried. We're going to take some Pledge Revive It. Real easy stuff. This is what makes everything shiny when you see all these cars that people build on YouTube and at events and stuff like that. All kinds of places where people put models up for competition. So you just take some, you put it in a plastic glass. It's water soluble. Just take a paintbrush. This is my Blood Revive paintbrush, and all you do is you just paint it on. Now you can paint on. It can go on the glass. It can go over the decals, and it just makes the whole model shiny. Now on this one, I'm going to ignore the little squirrel on the hood because I don't want a squirrel to be shiny, but I want the rest of the car to be shiny. So we'll just do that. So it also really seals in. It's a floor wax, and so its main purpose in life actually is to seal in a shine. So that's why it's, you know, you can put it over anything like a windshield there. Oop, didn't spill. And it seals in all the decals too for good. So you don't have to worry about them 2 years from now. This car will look just as shiny as it does today. Right now. Do hubcaps. And we'll do the back. Right there. So, and you don't press hard because you don't want to get air bubbles. But there we go. So that car, it's sealed. So we'll let this dry, and then once it's dry, then we will come back and take a look at the finished product. All right, guys, so here is the completed car, the 1963 Chevy 2 Nova station wagon from AMT. And as you can see, we did it a oddball green color. I showed you the color earlier. And this is a curbside model kit. So under the hood, there is no engine. But as you can see, we put the decals on as bill ringers, telephone repair. We'll put the tone back in your phone. We did all the chrome pieces. All this stuff we did with a chrome paint pen. Same with all the emblems, the trim. Then here, these we used the blackout black wash that we have for the wheels and for the grill. We used the orange Sharpie for the turn signals up at the front. This is the red glass that comes with right there. That went in there, decal there. But I think the car came out really, really cool. When we look inside, which we've looked inside before, but we can go a little closer here. Hold on. When we go closer, inside you can see a telephone right there on the seat. And we have a little squirrel that comes with the kit. Right there. The squirrel that's on the hood. There's a nice grill, and there is the car from a lower level. But as you can see, it came out really, really nice. This is a really easy kit. There's only about 30 to 35 pieces with it. And since there's no engine or anything, it's a real good beginner kit. You could also use this to hot rod stuff. It does have an engine bay that you can put an engine in. So if you have an engine you want to put in there from a spares box or something like that, you can. All right, guys, so we appreciate you watching. Hey, if you haven't seen the Mecum auction, we put a bunch of stuff up from the Mecum collector car auction down here in Kissimmee, January 2nd to the 14th. All kinds of cool muscle cars, race cars, classic cars. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. Next Monday, we're going to start a big project. I'm going to put a teaser video up, but we're going to start a project, a model kit that's going to probably take 3 videos, maybe 4 to do. It's kind of scary. I haven't done one of these since 1982. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to follow the directions. Anyway, thanks a lot. And like I said, here's your Nova station wagon from 1963. Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.